And the Spartans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense and an empty set. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break.
Turning on the Jets. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Using his legs, it's Oliver. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So San Jose State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the right. Finding open areas. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Matthews. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
This one's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about... Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. It's a running room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Ripped picked off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. And it'll be a touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Baylor. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Matthews. Makes the grab on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be...
He's got it down the right side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long cut. Just about set to get this second half underway.
Set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes... Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Takes the handoff. It's Bates. They'll rip off 8 on that play in second. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Wide open spaces. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
The pitch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. I'm talking to them. They felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. That's caught. It's Riley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Bates. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Line gets set. 1st down.
too much. Oh shit, somebody's watching. This time of day is either stick or nah.
stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in there. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Gonna run it. It's Oliver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Weeks. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out of the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes the grab. He's loose. Touchdown!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first...
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense...
Oh,
What is this falling on the fucking ground?
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Taking naps and shit. What kind of dive is that?
Step and just dusted the field.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside the slot.